And the other thought process that I had the other day was like, what if you don't need to glow up? Like, what if you already glued up? She got her Cowboy Carter shirt on. Hey. So we are headed to Tote McDonald Park. So when I was getting all these weeds up and was using this tool, it was just yanking out too much. So I was like, you know what? I don't want to do that. Let me just pull them out by hand. And then it just had me thinking, like, even with like weed berry, this is so random. I love this. Like, whatever. Like, look, your girl got time today. I got up hella early. You know, the crazy thing is, I'm like energized too. I had like went on my morning walk. I'm drinking my coffee. I just had my little oatmeal with some strawberries in it, just like vibing out. I told myself yesterday, I was talking to Andy, I was like, babe, I want to start getting up earlier. Like, man, like I feel like, and the thing is, I don't get up hella late. I mean, I do get up around like 8, sometimes 9 o'clock if we up to like 1 or 2 in the morning watching movies or something. I mean, and that is like the benefit of being self-employed, but at the same time, it's still just like, okay, girl, like, you got to get up, do your work. And also, especially if I feel like I don't have enough time in the day, or if I'm feeling anxious because once I do get up and I have all these things to do, I have meetings or just things that I'm trying to like get done. It's like, okay, yeah, girl, if you actually get up earlier, you have a lot more time in your day. So I was like, okay, cool. So I literally just like said it off the cuff, like, yeah, baby, I just want to start getting up earlier. I feel like I'm missing some of the day by only getting up at 8 o'clock. You know, he was like, yeah, all right, you know. So it's like my body, and I didn't set an alarm. I didn't do nothing. My body just like woke up at 5:30 this morning. I was like, I'm gonna need you not to do that. Okay, I'm gonna need you not to listen to. I didn't mean immediately. Okay, I meant like, let me warm up to that. Okay, especially look at the crows going to town. Especially since we didn't go to bed till like maybe midnight or 1 in the morning. Son, we was watching The Matrix. We watch The Matrix like every 3 months. Okay, just to check in. Okay, check in with Morpheus and Neo and Trinity. Yeah, it's a park where we host. Andy hosts his fire making workshops for Refuge Outdoor Festival. It's a festival that's put on by a dear friend, Siobhan. Is this the 5th year?
I think 2017 may have been
2017, so 3, 4, 7. Well, then maybe they took a pause with the pandemic, but yeah, it's been going on for quite a few years. But yeah, we got a full day today because it's the same day where I am speaking on a panel at Shumpike, which is they're doing the event ACES Artists of Color Expo and Symposium. And I'm talking about my career, my journey as an artist. And so the first half of the day we teaching. I'm his co-instructor, but Andy is the main one who be holding it down.
I'm not going to do this, right? This is wasting energy. It's wasting time. You got a full bow, use the whole bow.
So that's the first half of the day. The second half of the day, we going back to Seattle, gonna run at the studio, shower, get changed, freshen up, and then go to the panel at Seattle Center at KEXP radio station. So join us on this adventure.
Snuff it out and remove all the air and kind of compress it too much. But I am going to envelope around.
Right, nice little smoke bag, huh? Nice. There we go. Man, I love The Matrix. But anywho, so we watched The Matrix last night, probably to 1 in the morning. And then so it's like for me to get up at 5:30, I'm really surprised that I am like this awake. But anywho, so I was processing this morning because life is just like lifing, okay? Life is just really lifing. And the other thing that I was thinking, okay, I'm gonna come back to the garden too because this is all still like relevant. So we planning some things, you know, there's a lot of life changes happening. Our family making some moves, making some changes. Like there's just like, you know, life is in a constant state of transition. And I felt myself feeling anxiety about it. And I was like, because I was feeling like, okay, before this, you got to do X, Y, Z. You got to do all these things. Like I was sort of feeling like pressure where I wasn't living in the present moment. I feel like I had said this before. Was I having a talk about this? Oh, I was, yeah. Now I'm more aware of the pattern. I'm like, okay, you see yourself doing that same pattern where you get to planning too far out. You get to trying to write the 5-year plan and a 10-year plan, and you start getting anxious about it. The reality of it is, with those like 5 to 10-year plans, like there is so much that can happen on planet Earth within 5 to 10 years that you have no control over, you know?
The antisocial. Right? If you ever saw me in the streets, I didn't want to talk to you. I was being nice.
You was being nice. Fit check. First of all, she need to put some shoes on. Lipstick.
You know, those chucks might go well with your bit.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, it's kind of like the vibe of KEXP.
That's true.
Funky.
That's true. Like, what are they?
Yeah, no pressure. I mean, I like the shoes too.
That's true. I'm not sure if I want to be in like heels tonight.
I was just checking it out. You know.
Okay, we're getting together, y'all. It's the first shower in the studio. Like, just still blows my mind that I have a shower in my studio. Like, super grateful. The festival was fantastic. We're not done yet. Okay, so we finished up doing the which one was that, babe? The survival fire making workshop. It was great. Everybody loved it. Got here, freshened up at the studio. Oh, and also, oh, Siobhan, did I put the, I don't think I like officially introduced y'all to Siobhan, but she is the founder of Refuge, and it's really about getting more people of color out into nature and camping and hiking. Yeah, and so like I love everything about it. So I want to like share more with the world, that because Refuge is just incredible and I want more people to know about it. But
Refuge Outdoors Festival.
Yes, Refuge Outdoor Festival. So check them out on Instagram, and they have a website, and they actually have more events throughout the year, right?
Golden Bricks does.
Golden Brick events. So yeah, I'm gonna put everything in the description. Black folks camp, all sorts of things. Y'all, this is the progress on the painting. I worked on a lot of this yesterday. I actually did a whole talk on the Gemini diaries. So yeah, check that out. It's kind of like my little second channel that's more podcasty style. But yeah, I'll see y'all at the panel at KEXP radio station. And so what I'm telling myself is that the solution isn't to not make a 5-year or 10-year plan. You can still loosely do it, but maybe just don't have the attachment to it that I had. And so, but right now, since I'm still working on detaching from some of it, what my solution has though been to like tap out a little bit. Like, let's like, not tap out, but like maybe tap out of like the long-term planning. Like, just take it one day at a time, honestly, you know? And then what I realize is that I end up missing these present moments. I end up missing this time where I'm able to just be free, get up at a certain time, work in the yard, go to the movies. So Andy and Andy just saw, what did we just see? It was good too. Oh, Deadpool and Wolverine. Hilarious. Yeah, just then we went and got ice cream. Like just those moments, you know. It's like you didn't have a plan for that. It don't got to be a 5-year plan or 10-year plan. Like, just enjoy these little moments. And I feel like I've been working on myself for so long. I've done so much work on myself, and I'm super proud of the version that I am today, you know. I think I have like a series on like healing diaries or something, and I'm really grateful that I have the self-awareness to be on a journey of self-awareness and reflection and introspection. But now I feel like I'm at a point of like, okay, girl, like, you gotta live, you know. It's so beautiful. people. You know, I feel like my network is my net worth. You know, I had heard that from somewhere where it's just like the people who you know are so powerful and so incredible, who can connect you to opportunities that you might be like, man, I just, you know how like certain things feel completely blocked off, like, oh, that's a whole nother side over there. It's probably the person who you work with, somebody who you are, it's somebody who's like at the bar, like right now.
Can I chime in on that?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I'm so about.
Don't forget to live. Don't forget to embrace this moment. And the other thought process that I had the other day was like, what if you don't need to glow up? Like, what if you already glued up? What if you already that girl? Like, what if you already, like, what if everything is okay? What if you had the perspective that like nothing need to change? You don't need to fix this, change this, lose this amount of weight, grow your hair this kind of way, do this whatever kind of way. You know, like, what if you just like accepted yourself exactly how you are, you know? How beautiful would that be? And so when I was thinking about that, I was literally thinking about that, pulling the weeds. I love pulling the weed. Like, there is something therapeutic about, and to be like, babe, just cut them weeds. No, it's something very satisfying about grabbing a weed at the base and like pulling it out and seeing like the whole root come out. You know, it's like, it's so satisfying. It's so satisfying, and it's my therapy, you know? Just garden work is truly just therapy. But anywho, so
Her, and then I think you could do whatever you want after. You can do like, I'm gonna help Rachel with whatever I can.
I'm gonna go out there and take her rain. Well, it's pouring down raining. There's a thunderstorm. We put our tent up in the rain. It was kind of fun though. Like, this is what dreams are made of. This is what makes the movies. I feel like I'm just living in a movie. Like, whatever crazy shit be happening, I'm like, this is stuff that be happening in the movie, you know? Today is August 17th. There's like a supermoon in 2 days. Mercury's in retrograde. I guess it's the Democratic convention today. There's just so much. But I'm super grateful. Andy went back to the car to go get some more stuff. Like, yeah, it's gonna drink. My battery's about to die, and I'm gonna see y'all in the morning. We just left the panel. That was a bumpy ride as well, okay? But much love to y'all for coming out. Thank y'all. It's always like so crazy seeing y'all in real life, you know? First of all, she gotta take off her old ass lipstick. I'll talk to y'all in the morning. Getting at the vibes. Where'd you get this, babe? Like, this is nice. Like a little light.
Mm-hmm. The straighter it is, the brighter it is too.
Really?
Yeah, this is the only light source. It's not LEDs throughout, so it's. Watch this. As you do, straighten it, the light reflects better inside the whole thing gets brighter.
Part of me, that's why I do like let the weeds grow. I'm like, this will give me somewhere I could just pull these out and just like sit and think, to have those moments to like sit and reflect, you know? That's a whole random thing, girl, you and the weeds. Now sometimes I do just cut them, okay? Like, this is, but okay, coming back to the garden, right? And anti-weed sprays and stuff like that. It made me think about life, because sometimes, so then I was looking for natural solutions, right? So I sprayed vinegar. You can make this like vinegar mixture with white vinegar, a little bit of dish soap, salt, and water or something. You put it in a spray gun, you can spray the weeds, and that'll kill it. The thing is about that, and all sort of anti-weed stuff, well, depending on the anti-weed thing, but with this vinegar mix, it'll kill all vegetation. So it's like, you got to be careful whatever you spray, because it'll kill the good grass and the bad weeds. Similar to antibiotics, you know, and that's why they encourage you to take probiotics when you're on an antibiotic, because antibiotic kills the good bacteria in the gut and the bad. So when I think about life, and just when we do want good things in our life, we also got to accept some of the bad that might come with it, you know, and that's just a natural part of life. I think I was trying to avoid some of the bad things in life or some of the stressful things, like, oh man, like, okay, having my shop, this is stressful because now I got to manage, this, or like, oh, now I got to ship things out and I got to do whatever. It's like, you got to take the good with the bad. That's just really just how life is,
Huge shout out, and I'm going to have them step forward. My team, Martin, the festival director.
Yes. That's just the truth. And sometimes we can get lost or confused with watching YouTube videos and like people just, people are out here getting paid for the clicks, So some of it to get people to click is to say something that they want to hear, or to say something that's affirming, like, oh, work less, earn more, like passive income, how to make $1 million in 1 month, or, make him love you with like just the crazy shit. Y'all know the videos, and it's like, what I'm realizing on the internet is that snake oil does sell. We back, y'all. This week has been an adventure, okay? The crazy thing about life is that there has always been snake oil salesmen. The thing about the snake oil back in the day is that after time, people will figure out, like, okay, this is some BS. Like, this is some straight up snake oil. Like, they lying. This isn't gonna cure whatever, Now the thing is, that's still happening to this day. Like, people taking random supplements or random herbs that like might not do something. Now there's a whole lot of supplements and herbs that do a lot. Okay, I'm the herbalist queen out here. Okay. She making progress on a painting. Okay, stay tuned for more of that. Y'all know I never know how this stuff is gonna be rolled out. So who knows? Maybe the video is already out. If it's out, I'm gonna link it below. Okay. But there's a lot of stuff that's just like hot gas, just blowing hot gas up the ass. And so what? It's blowing hot gas up the ass. But what I'm realizing is that, on the internet, you can actually get paid for your lies. You can actually get paid to feed people's delusions and their desires, What I'm learning from my experience of even simply just like pulling the weeds, I'm like, yeah, girl, if you trying to kill the weeds, whatever you spray and put on them might kill the other life around it that you want to grow, or might be harmful to the plants and the birds and the animals that you like to watch that visit the garden every day, So it's like, if you don't want to harm the good, then you might need to just like let those weeds grow and just pull them up whenever you have time. Pull them up the old good and fashioned way, just pulling them up by hand, Now, of course, everything isn't like that, but I think I'm just really coming to some realizations around life, and some of the fears that I have, like when you think about overcoming fears, like maybe like limiting beliefs, or like fear of being seen, fear of putting yourself out there. It's like when you put yourself out there, you are opening yourself up to the bad. You are opening yourself up to potential critique, criticism, comments, people not liking your art, people not liking the way you look, your personality, whatever. But at the same time, you're also limiting the opportunity that you have to inspire somebody to share your art, to connect with the community, to find awesome friends or just good people. It's really interesting. It also made me think about, y'all, this is crazy, but like we gonna really go there. So back in the day, I was on antidepressants. I was on like a couple of different medications, to tell you the truth. And so I end up slowly changing my lifestyle and implementing patterns of better sleep hygiene. As I just told you, I just had 4 hours of sleep, but whatever. Okay. But okay, just today. But implement a better routine of exercise, eating right, meditation, making sure my sleep was in alignment, and shadow work, journaling, like everything that I've done to really harness my mind and to heal myself over these past 10 years. have really been great. But before I did the sort of internal work that I needed to really get to where I am today, I was on medications, which I think were great. And I think that there's actually can be great benefits to medication if you do need that, you know. And so at that point in my life, I did need that to help stabilize me and balance me out. And what I noticed about it though was being on the antidepressants, I couldn't feel joy. I couldn't feel the depression and I couldn't feel the joy. It was just, I just felt flat, you know. I felt very flat and apathetic. Like, sure, I was a good even keel. I was kind of like stable, a stable emotional state. But I was like, wow, if being sad means that I can feel joy, then I'll take the sad as well, you know? Yeah, it's like you can't have one without the other. We had such a dynamic, complex weekend. Okay? It was pouring down rain, as y'all could see, but we made it through, okay? We made it to both events where Andy was teaching the fire making workshops, as well as I was speaking on a panel at ACES. It all worked out, okay? And part of me wants to think about, like, no, you can always have the good. You can. You gotta curate the people in your circle. You gotta do this. You gotta cut this out. But it's like, yeah, that's a lot of, sure, I think boundary setting is important, you know, eliminating toxic people out of your life, like, of course, but at a certain point, I feel like in order for you to not have any interpersonal conflicts, then you literally have to be 100% isolated. Nobody is perfect. Nobody is gonna never, ever, ever hurt you or ever say anything that's gonna upset you, you know? It just is what it is. What I'm realizing is that, are you willing to cut off the opportunity of having deep, intimate, beautiful relationships with people because of your fear of being hurt, you know? And for me, my process has been like, yeah, no, like I love feeling. I actually do. Like, it's kind of crazy. Like, even the bad. I'm just, we've discussed it. I'm a masochist, but it kind of is what it is. I just love the full spectrum, the entire range of emotions. And it's taken me, I didn't always love them. No, that's interesting. Actually, it took me some time to embrace that. And really, maybe that did start back when I was on medication. Like, I sort of missed my emotions. Like, I wanted to feel, you know, like life is about feeling it all. And so I was like, oh, wow. If anything, it made me realize that, like, my emotions aren't bad. They aren't terrible. There's just it's a part of the human experience, and they're beautiful. They're so beautiful. The good feelings and the bad. The stress, the anxiety, the love, the joy, the bliss, the courage, the empathy, the compassion, the love. It's all so incredible. And it's a part of the human experience that we've decided to come on this planet and live. And I'm coming back to that knowing. I'm coming back to that remembrance. Like, oh, actually, everything is okay. These emotions aren't bad. I don't have to assign judgment to them. I don't have to try to shun them out or shut them out or, you know, change how I feel or change anything. I can actually really just be the witness and observe and just let it be what it's gonna be. I don't have to change any aspect of myself. I can just honor it for what it is and look at myself and see, like, oh wow, this is so interesting. This is interesting how I feel this way, or how I might feel triggered by this. Why is that coming up? Interesting. Okay. Okay. And also, everything doesn't even need to be unpacked, because part of me was thinking like, oh, well, like, let me unpack that and see why. It's like, well, or not. Or you can just let it be, you know, or you can just let it like wash over yourself and just like let it roll, you know. I think about the weather and like the rain. It's like, okay, well, today it's it's cloudy, it's overcast. Tomorrow it might be rainy. The next day it might be sunny. The day after that might be a thunderstorm. It's like, okay, with all those different weather changes, similar to the emotional changes that we have in the body, and like our emotional state, even our body as women, like our menstrual state, everything. If I sit and be like, let me unpack why today it's raining. Let me unpack why today is overcast. Let me unpack why it's a thunderstorm today. We could also just embrace that that's just like the natural laws of nature. Like, okay, it's raining today because the water has evaporated, the temperature's a certain way, so now it has condensed in the clouds and now it's falling, precipitation, like the whole little cycle. Remember the little map as a kid, they show you how the water went through the whole phases. And I think this is especially for me because I get to like, I do like analyzing and dissecting things. I study a lot of metaphysical and like esoteric books and stuff. And so like I love understanding just like the laws of nature and just like cosmology, astrology, psychology, just like how I love knowing how things work, you know? But I think what I'm realizing is that, okay, you sitting there trying to dissect why it's raining today when you can just be enjoying the rain and like splashing around in the puddles. You could just be singing in the rain, you know? I think I'm at the point in my life where I just want to sing in the rain. Like it doesn't have to be, I don't have to fix the rain. I don't have to stop the rain or figure out why is it raining? Did I do something bad that it rained? What does this mean? What is the process of I'm just coming to the realization that I'm right where I need to be, exactly where I am. It all worked out, okay? It all worked out. We made it through. We survived. I'm super grateful for Shumpike for inviting me out to speak on a panel. It was so dope seeing y'all. Oh, I'll be like, there's real people out here watching this channel. Like it just still blows my mind, and I'm just so grateful for y'all. And special shout out to Yolanda. Okay, she's an incredible artist as well. So it's like just to even know there's other like black women artists out here in Seattle, and like y'all watching the channel. So yeah, y'all, she had her work on display at the ACES event, so it was super dope to meet her and see her beautiful work. I think I'm gonna wrap it up there. Okay, thank y'all so much for being here, and as always, a super duper special shout out. Nope, it's on this side. I remember. Super special shout out to my patrons who are helping contribute to my career as a full-time artist and for helping making this possible. Of course, if y'all want to learn more about my art in any capacity, I'm gonna link everything below. Hopefully I'll see y'all in the next video, which I'll put over here. But thank you so much for watching. I'll see y'all soon. Peace out. Man, my allergies have really been acting up, and I've been in the garden like every day. I refuse to not be outside. Like, I'ma just have to be sneezing. Like, it is what it is.